Hey everybody, Dan Murrell here with your review for Den of Thieves, which is opening this weekend in theaters. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. This is not a review that I was planning to do or that I thought I would be doing. However, I think when I see a movie that surprises me and that quite frankly exceeds my expectations, I want to tell as many people about it as I can. And that's why I am bringing you a review of this movie. If I'm being honest with myself and with you, I saw the trailer for this movie. I saw that it starred Gerard Butler, that it had 50 Cent in it as well, who doesn't have a stellar track record for movies. The trailer kind of makes it look like a generic kind of Heat ripoff crime movie. And I was pleasantly surprised by how much I liked Den of Thieves. Now, is this a perfect movie? Absolutely not by any means. But I think that if you're a fan of the crime genre and that if you like a good heist caper movie, you're actually going to enjoy this. As I mentioned, Gerard Butler stars as Nick, a hard-boiled cop who's the head of the major crimes unit at the LA Sheriff's Department. And if this sounds like a cliched setup, that's because it is. And through the first 30, 45 minutes of this movie, I kind of thought I knew what I was in for. Gerard Butler plays that same kind of hard-boiled John McClane-esque detective that we've seen in so many other movies. He's kind of he's a non-PC cop. He's kind of a regressive character in many ways. And I thought that he was going to be very one-dimensional, but they actually add some layers to him as the movie goes on that I wasn't expecting. He leads the major crimes unit against a group of high-tech bank robbers led by Pablo Schreiber. His crew also includes Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, as I mentioned before, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. They are pulling big, ambitious heists at banks around town, and Gerard Butler and his team of cops has to stop them. Again, nothing groundbreaking about the setup here, but where this movie really kicks into an extra gear is when it gets into the actual planning and plotting of the caper itself. You think it's going to go one way, they're setting things up to go another way, and then as the movie unfolds in the second half, it continues to surprise you at every turn. This is not a movie that I thought would surprise me in any way. And Christian Gudegast, who's the first-time director of this movie, he's best known for writing movies like London Has Fallen and A Man Apart, actually figures out a way to take the cop versus robber heist genre and inject something original and something that you're not expecting into it. In addition, the kind of street fighting action that we've seen in so many other movies is competently directed, well executed, well choreographed. It's visceral. It's not just the kind of generic thing that you've seen in so many other lesser movies. So when I say that Den of Thieves is worth your time, maybe part of that is that I was expecting nothing from this movie and came out of it pretty thoroughly entertained. Now, there are some things that I'm not sure add up. There are some pieces of the plot that I don't know necessarily all connect with each other, but they do enough in the setup, payoff, and execution of this movie to make me be on the positive side of this. This is a movie that I'm actually going to recommend, particularly if you're a fan of the crime genre. Now, it's a little long. It's almost 2.5 hours long. It didn't feel its length to me, unlike some other movies that I've seen recently, because it keeps adding twists and turns as it goes. If it had been just the generic caper movie, I think it would have felt that long. But it adds turns as the movie goes on to keep you interested. And it has some genuine twists that surprised me. This is not what the marketing has led you to believe, which is just a generic urban crime drama. I think that you're going to be entertained with this one. I think that you're going to stay on board. And I think this is a movie that's really going to surprise a lot of people. So if you're a fan of the genre, I would definitely recommend this. If you're just curious about the movie, I would recommend that you go see this. I think you're going to be entertained. And if you have something like MoviePass, this is a value, because I expected absolutely nothing out of this movie and ended up with a pretty entertaining, surprising, gritty cop versus robber drama that, as cliched as it sounds, actually managed to surprise and entertain me, and I think it'll do the same to you. Thanks for watching this review of Den of Thieves. We'll be back soon with more reviews here on Screen Junkies News.